from Albania. We believe in establishing 4 concrete definitions of human rights: the freedom of speech, the freedom of worship, the freedom of want, and the freedom from fear. These are simple enough that everyone can understand them and apply to multitudes of different nations and religions. They apply to Islam, they apply to Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, all those things. And they're concrete enough to where we can all adapt those and all work within those definitions. They don't restrict anybody, and they allow us to all come together and work in the international community based off those 4 fundamental principles of freedom from those things. So thank you.
Now, the over 437 nuclear power plants that exist in our world are used for electricity for many nations. By the process of nuclear fission, produced thermal energy transforms into water and then steam to activate a turbine which produces electricity. Though their use for providing electricity is quite beneficial, nuclear power plants are easily turned hazardous. Countries with nuclear power plants that don't handle the radioactive waste properly can have a disastrous effect on human and environmental health on their hands. Not to mention the uncertain dangers that exist when a country abuses its nuclear energy to create catastrophic weapons. Chaired by Alexandra Zdenek, the committee opened session yesterday evening at the 2024 session of the Johns Hopkins Model United Nations Conference. The International Atomic Energy Agency consists of approximately 140 participating delegates representing countries from all over the world. The list of delegates includes those representing Algeria, Pakistan, Haiti, Germany, Colombia, Serbia, Ukraine, and dozens more. The first moderated caucus on Friday, February 7, 2024, was for delegates to formulate working papers on the topic of measures to curtail the acquisition of nuclear weapons by terrorist organizations. The following news clips were acquired by the New York Times in their exclusive access to the International Atomic Energy Agency's committee room at JHUMUNC.
Recognizes that we all have strikingly similar policies. There's just minute details that are separating us. I say that we break down the walls. Once working papers are presented, all nations that believe that they have similar policies to Lithuania and the resolution paper that it belongs to should write a note, and we will discuss possible mergers. Thank you.
The New York Times was also given an interview by the delegate representing the country of Algeria.
My name is Max Buchdahl from the Carver Center delegation of Baltimore, Maryland. This is the International Atomic Energy Agency in 2024. I'm from Algeria, that's what I'm representing. Right now we're talking about possible resolutions to curtail the acquisition of nuclear weapons by terrorist organizations around the world.
So, what is your country's position on this topic?
Right now we're trying to stop the smuggling of weapons within our own borders and trying to protect, because of our proximity to the Middle East, we're trying to curtail the acquisition of nuclear weapons, not only by terrorist organizations, but also terrorist organizations who give them to dangerous countries such as Iran.
Okay. Are there any other delegates that you agree with? Any other countries that you're allying?
Right now we're working with the United States, Israel, France, Spain, and some others.
Are there any enemies that you've encountered?
Not yet.
Not yet? What's your second topic that you might be discussing later?
I believe that's classified.
Oh, it is classified. Can you give us any more information other than that?
There's a country that has put a threat against the world and has emerged as a power and a serious threat.
I've heard a rumor that that country is Somalia. Can you confirm or deny?
Neither confirm nor deny.
Okay. Thank you very much. Though Algeria's representative would not reveal the classified topic, later in moderated caucus, the delegate representing New Zealand commented on the second topic, concerning a possible nuclear threat from Somalia, which has been in the international news for its piracy crimes.
Better defense than a strong city, and a friend is like the bars of a castle. And we have found that friend. The Holy Seas resolution with Honduras and Belarus has combined now with the United Kingdom and Denmark and Japan's resolution. And in addition, in chapter 19 of Proverbs, verse 8, it says, "He who gains intelligence is his own best friend." We've listened to the ideas of the other members of this committee. We've taken some of those ideas, such as having a way of tracking the sale of uranium, having education programs encouraged by other committees, and we put those ideas in our paper, which we're going to hand in right now, which we hope will satisfy the entire committee. Thank you.
It appears that the agency is waiting to act on the threat of nuclear weapons from Somalia. But considering the urgency of such a topic, is it right for the IAEA to be focusing on terrorism rather than an imminent nuclear war? This report has been brought to you by the United Nations Press Corps. Caroline Orth, The New York Times, Baltimore, Maryland.